strange days indeed. Why talk about Jumpman and Panda? What's the meaning? These are strange days in which the demonic chanting they are passing off as rapping is carrying more than just the demonic energy and flow. It helps to turn our young men into sad examples of what mind control can do to your mind and soul. But these ramblings and rantings that they call rap can also carry messages about the plans of the elite now that rappers themselves have no longer come to represent or truly speak the reality of the man in the street. Collectively, they've become the mouthpiece that expresses the ideals of the beast and the powers that be behind closed doors, telling those who are in the street what the elite want them to believe, how they want them to dress, and the new philosophies, lies from old Babylon that they want the young to eat and feed upon, all while spreading the negative emotions that the brotherhood once felt, fueled, and flamed up in these last days and times.
But don't kid yourself, son. This is going to mean an awful lot of hard work. I hope you're up to it. Now you fucks will get it. Play. 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 Play.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I propose to make those nuts fade, vanish, and disappear before your very eyes.
Yep. Hey!
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is but a small part of what you will witness tonight if you will attend my performance of Mystery and Magic in the high school auditorium. Tickets only $50.
Modern-day minstrels that we celebrate as celebrities are merely slaves and pawns who suffer infighting. Though many try to do their best to sneak us messages and fight back somehow, they are still only the chosen mouthpieces for the NWO.
Well, that's what
Oh, it's an owl. 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 It just means wisdom and knowledge and learning things.
Jordash? Sassoon? What we? Buckwheat cheese. Okay.
It has to do with their perception of vision, of what is clarity, and of Aries, Horus, ruling the brain and the eyes. Their belief that they can see things that others cannot because of their esoteric and exoteric information, their occult allegiances, and of course, their communing with spirits that some believe are their ancestors and others know full well are deceiving demonic beings. And the owl is symbolic of those who have this knowledge of the fallen. The fallen manipulated not only mankind's beliefs and philosophies, with mankind's genetics, the genetics of plants, and the genetics of animals. And it is my contention that the owl is one such animal, and this is why it is revered and so unlike the other fowl species in a plethora of ways. But I had to really look at the different reasons why they revere the owl, or why they will say they revere the owl and why they don't say. One is its nighttime capabilities. It's a nocturnal fowl, and its ability to see at night is only rivaled by its ability to see almost behind its back, its ability to turn its head. It was also the accompaniment of Lilith and Minerva and Athena. It is symbolic of Mother Goddess worship.
And ISIS. Now, who is the current president of Egypt? President Sisi, S-I-S-I, ISIS, spelled backwards incidentally. Now, our next president after Obizi's extension will also represent the Mother Goddess for this, the new Egypt. And oh yes, what a time to be alive indeed. Now, the only reason that I saw any need to say anything about this particular song or these songs, because really panda for pandemonium fits right in line too. It's because of all the nephews that was bumping the mess out these songs, and then on the radio I noticed too often they was playing the songs back to back by the programmer's direction. So that told me that there was something more to this than met the eye. So I wanted the Father to lead me by the Holy Spirit and show more, if it was really something to it, and then put together the message for us all. And so this is what we came up with for that, just to get that out the way, because we know there's much bigger fish to fry in these last days and times.
The days where we will see the Nephilim or the fallen angels return in a most magnificent way, most amazing way, and we will also see many manifestations of the demonic in ways that only movies have depicted before. We will begin to see these things with our very eyes, and the time is even yet at the door. And when you hear trivial rappers and rap songs, radio songs celebrating this time is coming, then we really know exactly how close it really is.
the name for Lucifer. And the black and white, of course, the duality, the chessboard game that we've talked about so many times on this channel. And I mean, we won't even mention how ill it is that the young man is from Brooklyn and is certainly doing a pretty good Future impersonation on some levels, but you know, that's neither here nor there. The powers that be will do whatever they have to do to ingratiate or to sell their mouthpieces to you, to do whatever they have to do to get you to ride with them.
They belonged to a sinister secret society. Their symbol was a black dragon. Take a good look at these humorless men.
So just how does one secure one of the most coveted movie roles that one could imagine, especially in the sci-fi genre, and that is to star in a Star Wars, not Star Trek, movie? The cult following of Star Wars is something different. And I know because I've been somewhat of an aficionado for some time of all things Force, until, of course, I began to learn all of the Crowleyan analogies that were being made throughout the film. And of course, that's with anything in this world. That's why we have to be wise as serpents and gentle as doves, and really make sure that we're giving things a good look with the Holy Spirit as our lead and guide. Otherwise, a lot of things out here we let slide that we should not. And so Star Wars is really nothing but a stylized and science fictionized telling of the Luciferian plot. So when John Boyega, a young black man with, seemingly little experience, at least out in front of our eyes, when he secured the role as Finn in the last Star Wars, The Force Awakens, I thought to myself, there, especially knowing that it was in the hands of Disney, okay, for the last one. George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars and the steward over Star Wars for many years. Of course, he was known to be pit bullish about not letting things be changed or keeping control, okay, and keeping the story going along the lines that he had planned from jump. Well, something happened, and he made a sale, and he sold it to Disney, and he appeared to be dissatisfied with some things that they were going to do, and so he chose not to show up to different events, to celebrate the new Star Wars movie coming out, until somebody pulled his coat and came and hollered at him and tightened him up real swell. Then he started showing up, okay, and smiling and putting his arm around people that was involved with the new movie, right? Okay, but what really stuck out to me was John Boyega, this young black man who gets this role, really the starring male lead, okay? That could be argued, but I mean, he was the person who got your attention, the male who got your attention throughout the flick, okay, primarily. His journey was the one that you really bonded with, okay? A former stormtrooper, I mean, by now, shouldn't be no spoilers, okay? You late. But a former stormtrooper, or a stormtrooper who begins to question his service in that military force. And I wondered, I said, now what is this saying about our military, things they may be asked to do in the future, the way they may feel about it, and what is it saying about the black man? Because again, the world that we live in, Hollywood, when they pick black and white, okay, I mean, going all the way back to Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal buddy movies, okay, Running Scared, or Lethal Weapon with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. When they pick black and white, there's always some commentary or something that they're saying about race issues, okay? And a lot of times what they're saying is something to be understood about black folks or how they want black folks to be perceived. And I've noticed this, just casually, and I've really done extensive studies and looks at this, and we've talked about it time and time again, and we don't even have to argue about that. I mean, They Live is a perfect example, okay? The black man was so concerned about keeping his job and just, fitting in and being able to work and sustain himself that he scarcely had time or attention to spend on the conspiracy that was going on all around him. But the drifter, Roddy Piper, was able to see it, and he tried to show his friend, the black man, and the black man felt as if that was threatening his position. And so he fought tooth and nail, literally, against Roddy Piper, trying to show him that. Now, that's analogous, on a lot of levels. Let's just be 1,000 with each other. So therefore, if I can say that as a brother, I can say this too. So fin meaning finished, okay, all right? You ever seen a foreign film? When they end a foreign film, or one of the good, cool artistic films at Cannes Film Festival in France, Français, parlez-vous français? Then, they might end the film with fin. That's the stylized, way to say the end, okay? So what was it saying about the end, okay? And using the black man, again, as some symbolism of the end and of a turn in things, a change of mind, if you will. Okay? Well, we've been talking a lot about the end of something. Of course, this world as we know it, we're not talking about an end to the world, but we are talking about an end to a society or to a world system. Okay? A devastating end to a world system that will make way for the beginning of a new world system. All right? And again, even the wicked are made for the day of judgment. Now, the Lord is allowing certain things to occur. Okay? He's letting mankind do his build and destroy thing. Okay? Because what's going to be destroyed should be destroyed. And the Lord is going to have his hand in it. And then, of course, mankind, ever considering himself wise in his foolish ways, is going to do his part to help bring apart his own destruction as always. And so, what did John Boyega's character symbolize when it comes to that? Okay, now, you know, as I watched the movie, they left some parts of it for the sequel to the movie, certainly. But what I gathered from it was that through the joining up with others, okay, and I mean, you know, there is a huge craze now, like never before, of, you know, you see the young black brother on the bus with his young white girlfriend, or you see the young white man walking around downtown with his young black girlfriend. And that is devastating to racism. Okay, I don't care what you want to say about, well, you know, ancestral demon spirits stacking up on each other. Hey, you know, you can marry someone who is the exact same shade as you and still be bringing a legion of demons into your situation. So, you know, that's where we're at right now in the world, okay, where there's so much activity, so much demonic activity. You know, your ancestry and the demons from your ancestry isn't even the most critical thing to be concerned about, okay, because demons are all about, they're coming out of the woodwork, it seems, at this juncture and in this country. So I saw the black and white symbolism, you know, in what the stormtroopers wear, and in John Boyega being paired up with the, I forget her name, but with the young white actress who, you know, actually appears to have the Force in strong doses. And so she's really the lead, and she's really more of the story's focus. Okay, as we know, we focus, you know, the Star Wars saga focuses on Jedi, the good guys, and Siths, the bad guys. And so she's obviously going to become a Jedi of some status because she showed great signs of the Force in that movie, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, but John Boyega seemed to be more bumbling, okay? Bumbling, fumbling, you know, not really knowing how to find his way without her, okay? Trying his darndest to protect her and really following her lead, okay? And I thought that was interesting. But the bottom line was what I saw was this. John Boyega himself, you know, as a black man, and the character he played had a similarity, okay? They were both being taken out of their old lifestyle and being put into a new lifestyle, a new bracket altogether, okay? To where, you know, in the movie, John Boyega, as the former stormtrooper, is now being accepted by the good guys, the resistance movement. And then in the real life, John Boyega, the relatively unknown actor, is shot to superstardom by having the most coveted role that you could have in the genre of science fiction. And that is a starring role in a Star Wars movie, in a new Star Wars movie. The anticipation when Star Wars movies come out is like none other. You know, no other science fiction franchise matches that level of excitement, okay, and media exposure. All right, you know, Star Trek toys and products don't sell like Star Wars toys and products do. Not across the board, you know, from the little ones to the big ones too. So John Boyega was also going on a journey, and they often will do that, especially with a new actor. You'll see that new actor's journey reflected in their coveted role or in their big role. You even saw that with Heath Ledger. You saw his journey, you know, driving him to some things, okay? We could say driving him insane. But the journey that he was going on was definitely putting a lot of stress on his mind. You can only imagine. Again, as you rise up through those ranks, the things he had to do in movies. I mean, he's known for Brokeback Mountain as well as for the Joker, correct? Am I right with that? So again, the things that he had to have on his mind and on his head were the type of things that could drive a man Joker crazy. And so I say that with John Boyega, we see John Boyega going across the burning sands, okay? And we see John Boyega receiving the 3 stripes. The 3 stripes of Master Masonry. He came to receive his role in Star Wars, we are told, because of the attention he garnered playing in a relatively small indie film called Attack the Block. Okay, and it's kind of B-movie-ish, but the premise I thought was interesting, and I really wanted to see it until I realized it was talking about English thugs, and they just didn't have the same swag. So it left a lot to be desired as far as trying to portray the role of some hood guys fighting against aliens. I thought that was, an interesting premise. I've, even played with that idea in my head, different things I tried to write before. But the way they did it, it was a little corny. Yet and still, he played the tough thug who was the leader of a little gang of thugs, rogues, who happened to encounter this group of aliens who come down. It appears on some sort of comet, interestingly enough. And, I had forgotten that until I looked back at that film to get clips to put into this video that you're watching now. I had totally forgotten about that. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this video up. But, the 3 stripes, interesting, all the different places that we see it. Jay-Z's album cover for the blueprint. Okay, we were outside of a Scottish Rite temple, and on the ground, just like you see things written on the ground in spray paint that looks like perhaps the water company wrote it there or the electric company wrote it there, and you don't pay any attention. But on the ground, conspicuously, right in front of this temple, was these same 3 stripes. Some of you may know, my gym shoe of choice happened to be, the one from my youth, Adidas. And, it's no better than Nike or any of the rest of them. Again, all these corporations are all involved, okay, whether it be in the world but not of the world. So, I don't care nothing about those shoes no more than any other shoes, but I mean, if you got to choose one, you got to choose one. And, it's ironic, the blocks that you put on your mind when you like something yourself. I never had thought about the 3 stripes of Adidas until I began to do this video, believe it or not. And then I began to read about Adidas and the history behind it. And I'm going to put up some of that too. But, the 3 degrees even was a group from out of Philadelphia. A Sanford and Son episode was dedicated to showing you the 3 degrees of this group. It wasn't a fictional group. It was a real group. And somehow or another, they got a chance to shine on Sanford and Son. In a very famous episode, one of my favorite episodes. I love when Fred and his buddies get together and clown. Those are my favorite ones. Bubba, Skillet, and Leroy. Okay, but so the 3 degrees is a recurring theme that you'll see all around pop culture. If you look and you'll see it. It's all around, not just in Jay-Z's album cover depiction, but I mean, I've seen it also on Loose Ends album cover. Okay, the 3 degrees of Masonry is a big deal. That's when you reach your first taste of status, and for those who've never had that status before, it's really a big deal. And so they will want to show and prove to the world, or at least to other brotherhood members, that hey, I'm one of y'all too. Let me receive all of the benefits I can receive from you, but first I have to show you that I'm one of you. And so John Boyega also must have went through this, because ironically in the film Attack the Block, he receives his 3 stripes while fighting with one of the aliens. He gets clawed, and it's a 3-stripe scar across his face, the left side of his face. And then ironically, you have the same thing happen in the movie that he supposedly earned a role in because of Attack the Block, where he got his 3 stripes the first time, right? In Star Wars The Force Awakens, a fellow stormtrooper is killed, and John Boyega goes over there. This is before we even know who he is, okay? When you're watching the movie for the first time. He goes over there, he's in full stormtrooper uniform. You can't see his face, But he goes over there to help his buddy, and as his buddy is dying with, you know, blood on his hands, his buddy reaches up for John Boyega, and as he's dying, you know, he loses his strength in his hand, and he just kind of brushes down his face with 3 fingers. And so Boyega walks around with these 3 stripes on his helmet until he finally ditches the helmet in the part of the movie where he defects from fighting alongside the stormtroopers. Okay, so you know, that again, on a scale of things, it's lightweight jamming, but it just goes to show you more of what's happening really in plain sight, right in front of our very eyes. Okay, and how the signs and symbols that are put out there, okay, can really help us to understand the time period that we're in, how late it is, and how all-encompassing the Luciferian agenda has become. Okay, you know, some folks get a little nervous because it can be a little disconcerting to see how it seems to be all around you. But I'm the type of person that'd rather know than not know. Hurt me with the truth. Let me see what's popping. And so, you know, you can really see what's popping if you have eyes to see and ears to hear. You know, lots of better teachers than I have broken down the meaning of the 3 degrees, the first 3 degrees of Freemasonry. And there's lots of information out there about that. You know, those first 3 degrees are not as hidden, it seems, as a lot of the other information you can look for concerning the Brotherhood. So again, if you're looking for more confirmation concerning that, you can surely find it. But you know, this was just a little something that was on my mind, and it just kind of all connected as I have talked about different sneakers before. You know, I showed and proved some things on Converse. You know, we've talked about Nike and Newport, dealt with Jumpman, okay, and of course, you know, it wouldn't be fair, like I said to y'all when I got to breaking down different rappers and their connections and affiliations. I said, well, now, you know, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't do Rakim, you know, so I just can't deal with things I don't like or things that I never liked, you know, so have to do with things that you do like too. And the original Adidas symbol, you know, we used to call it the little bud, the bud, you know, it was a leaf of some sort, and, you know, we can say that that relates to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And we can also look at the new symbol, the new symbolism, and it's quite obvious. That's the blatant pyramid. But again, as you look back at the history of Adidas and Puma, okay, you know, 2 brothers started those 2 companies. Yeah, some brothers. And you know, they got beefed out and split and went their separate ways. But I'll put up a little something about that too. But again, you know, lightweight jamming, bigger fish to fry, bigger than salmon. So, but I do thank you for giving an ear on this here, because it was just kind of bugging me. You know, why is the program directors or you know, why are they being told or made to play these songs back to back? You know, I'm talking about Jumpman to be on the radio Detroit, and right behind it they'll play Panda, and I've seen that happen too many times for me to chalk it off as coincidence. You can say, well, you know, that's how they programmed it. Well, I understand the similarity, or you'll figure, you know, the same type of audience, or hey, you know, the folks that's listening for one, they'll listen a little bit longer if you play the other one right behind it that you know they probably like too. But it didn't seem to be an organic thing to me, if you can feel me. And yeah, we know the program director's whole thing ain't organic, okay? The labels are, I mean, payola ain't dead, okay? The labels make sure that certain songs are played more than others. But there's a larger agenda than that, especially right now in these last days and times. We realize how demonic everything is from the top down, okay? This is a demonic land, and all of the corporate offices of this land, okay, that really shape the way people think and the way folks do the things that they do, are all being called now, I believe, to step it up demonically. And so when these 2 songs, because I didn't first notice them on the radio, I first noticed them from the nephews playing them. And everywhere you went, walking up and down the street, You heard, I'm not ignorant to beats and whatnot. I heard this same beat, and I knew it was the same beat when I'd be out and about doing my rounds. And, I said to myself, now how is it, was a memo sent out? Why everybody playing this same song? And so I had to do some investigating. So, so now that that's done, we can go on to some more heavyweight jamming for the next video. You can count on that. It'll be more with me and Brother Charles, live from Alabama. Should be by that time, okay? So I thank you again just for listening in.
exercise great care. Every object is a possible booby trap.